Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to the episode Vibes with Jerry. I am Jerry, and if you have not subscribed yet, what are you doing, bro? Now, the World Cup has been insane this week, and I have so much to talk about. So grab something to drink, get comfortable, let's get right into it. So, guys, today we're talking about the World Cup, and I think I have some things I want to share. These are my own personal controversial opinions, so I would like to get yours also. First things first, I will be talking about Messi's hat-trick. Now, Lionel Messi scored an hat-trick against Algeria. At 38 years old, I need someone to explain to me how this man is still doing it because I genuinely do not understand. He just recorded the World Cup scoring record at 16 goals, same as close. And this is the one that is breaking the internet right now. He just hit 800 non-penalty goals in his career. 800. Not counting a single penalty, just pure football. And here's the craziest part. This was his first ever hat-trick at the World Cup. Yes, 800 non-penalty goals, and this was his first ever hat-trick at the World Cup. Now, after everything he has done, all the tournaments he has played, first one at 38. He has been in this tournament since 06, and this is the first time he's scoring an hat-trick. This man is the greatest to ever do it, and like I said, this is my controversial opinion. This man is the greatest man to have ever done it, and the debate is over for me. Argentina are not losing this tournament. I am calling it now. Write it down. If you feel there's anyone that's going to be able to stop Argentina, you can just drop it in the comment section. Now, let's talk about the Golden Boot race because obviously, if you're already looking at it, it's already going crazy after just 1 week. Messi leads with his hat trick, then you get Mbappé, who scored 2 goals against Senegal, and he scored twice, making him France's all-time top scorer. I mean, I just 20, what, 27, 28, okay, I think he's 27 years old. He's already ahead of Oliver Giroud already. Then Haaland Norway first World Cup in 28 years, and this man scores on his debut. Now, I know some of you might say uh, Messi had a less tougher opponent against than Mbappé did. Mbappé played against Senegal and Messi played against Algeria. Now, if I'm being honest, Senegal is a more tougher team to play against than Algeria is. But that does not defeat the fact that he was able to return 3 goals on them. You know, Mbappe has not even picked Mbappe has not even got to his peak yet, and at this World Cup, he's trying to tell everyone, I'm back. But let's not forget Haaland. You know, like I said, this is Haaland's debut for the World Cup, and Norway were able to trash up Iraq 4-1, and the Vikings looked like he owned the place. You understand? So there's a lot more we have to actually go into right now, if I'm actually being honest. Because I feel like Mbappe is not going to let Messi have all the shine in this World Cup. Obviously, he scored 2 goals, and Messi was like, "You want to become the World Cup top scorer, or you want to become the all-time top scorer? I don't think I will allow you to do that." And he came back and he bounced 3 goals. The golden boot is already hitting up, considering the fact that we have these players. Now, let's not forget another evil goal scorer, Kane. I wonder what these guys, they are summoning all the chi they can. They are just, you know, trying to do every single thing they can to make sure they get the World Cup against us. Harry Kane scored twice against Croatia, tying Gary as England all-time World Cup top scorer. So it seems we are going to have a lot of all-time top scorer records broken in this World Cup. So we have Messi, Mbappe, and Haaland, also with Kane, all firing early. Who's winning the Golden Boot? Drop your picks in the comments, guys. I want to see the debate. Down, I want to see the debate, down in the comment section. Now let's talk about England. England, you know, they have always and always been a good team. But the thing I don't like about England is the fact that during the group stage, they always perform very, very well. And when it gets to the knockout stage, that is when they start underperforming. And I think it has changed because we had Bellingham, we had Kane, we had Rashford on score sheet, all for England. I mean, with this kind of firepower and manpower, England should be able to dominate and go far in this tournament. But I'm sorry, they just can't because Croatia is not really a top team that I would say would trouble England. They are not Argentina, they are not Spain, they are not France either. So, I don't feel like if you feel England is going to go very far in this competition, you can also put in the comment section. You know, imagine Rashford coming up in the third minute and scoring a goal. I think he was trying to tell words and the Italian fans that if you're not going to pay me, if you're not going to get me for 30 million and I can do this, I hope God knows that you get for 80 million and you want to do this. So, I might not be surprised if Rashford steps up and gets among the top goal scorers for this tournament. Rashford is also back to Manchester United. I found him on the retained list. So let's see if he will be able to play for Manchester United when he came back on loan. Now, this is the interesting part of this. Portugal held their Congo. Where are all the CR7 fans? You guys should fall out. Okay, now this one I need to talk about because people are sleeping on it. Portugal are one of the favorites to win this competition. See, if I'm being honest, let's be optimistic and realistic here. Portugal is one of the top favorites to win this competition, but how are you being held to draw by Congo? Shout out to all my African brothers. I'm very glad that you guys were able to, hold down Portugal. But Portugal, what the fuck is happening, man? You guys should not really start giving up early on this stage. Fernandez, at least, break the World Cup assist. Portugal has Ronaldo, they have Felix, they have Leao, all that quality, and they could not beat Congo. And it's not just that they drew. Apparently, Ronaldo looked frustrated and stunned. Like, the thing about Portugal is they look so disconnected at the same time. Congo were more organized, disciplined, and that is why they end that point. Again, I'm giving it to them. Now, as usual, here's my controversial take again. Is Ronaldo actually a liability for Portugal at this point? He's 41 years old. I know you guys might not want to accept the fact that he is, but he is 41 years old. He's playing the Six World Cup, which is incredible. Respect to him. But Portugal, are they actually getting better with him? That's the level. Guys, come on, don't bring up the Nations League or the Euro saying, yes, we all know how you were able to take them down to tackles and run it. But bro, he's 41. We have young that will be able to change it. Let him play on the bench. If it's 80 minutes, he can come in and start up and win the game. I know people are going to come for me in the comment section, but I want it. Give me the hits. I want the debates. Is Ronaldo helping or hurting Portugal? Drop your comment section below. Now, Croatia. I think Croatia is still another person we should actually look out for. We have a few other people that in this tournament that might be the underdogs. England currently, like I said, they were also very good, but they might turn out to be underdogs also. And some players. But with this, Croatia is not really a very big team. They are, should I say, they are third runner-ups, if you know what I mean. They're always coming up third. I think they finished top tournament third 3 times. I don't know how many times they finished, but I think they are used to finishing in third places. These tournaments are very important that you need to win. But the thing is, they start good, big early performance and all that. So we also have the African teams that are dominating. Shout out to Ghana, shout out to Ivory Coast. They won. So that's very good, and I'm glad about that. Now there is also some other things that I would like to talk about this World Cup. Now, let's talk about something that has been bothering me off the pitch because I really did think about it a lot. One of Africa's top referee, a Somali man, he was made entry into the US. Now, how does that happen? The World Cup. A referee can't even get into his country, and not his country, into the country to do his job. Now, I understand that some of you might say that that is how the immigration works. Yes, I agree with you. But since you are hosting the World Cup, which is obviously for everyone, you know, you should be able to access these people and let them in with this dog sniffing and all that. But I have to say, I saw some of the bags, this team, some of the teams like the Iranian teams and you know all that. I saw some of the bags. You guys did not really need all that much bags now. So that's why the guys are looking at things as if they have to look for this unnecessary street section and all that. African fans from Ivory Coast and Senegal were denied visas. Reportedly told by the US that they don't want supporters from certain countries on American soil. Like, bro, their own teams are in the tournament, but the fans, they can't watch them play, and the ticket prices is very expensive. 2 nights hotel and one match ticket in New York is around $2,000. You heard me right. Two match, 2 nights hotel and one match ticket in New York is around $2,000. We have not talked about flights yet, though. This is supposed to be a tournament for the whole world. But it's starting to feel like it's for some certain people. These people are doing enough. I don't really think so. You can drop a comment on the section if you feel this was the right way to attend to the fans and some other people that were banned. I mean, I'm talking about players that are being banned from entering countries. Some players will not be able to play for their country because the country they are hosting the tournament is not giving them visas. And now, before we go, I would like to also appreciate FIFA. Although they are not doing it well, I would also like to appreciate them. I believe every tournament has its flaws. That is why we keep evolving and learning. Now, why, if you ask why I am appreciating FIFA, the opening ceremony, we had Burna Boy at the opening ceremony. This is a proud energy. This one is for the Niger crowds. And before I go, can we appreciate the fact that the World Cup was actually opened by Burna Boy along with Shakira performing that I think it should be the official song for the tournament, Die Die. Obviously, Nigerian on the biggest stage is massive respect, you understand. Africa was represented and I was I was actually I smiled while watching that. So that is it's how it actually should be and I'm very okay with it. So guys, that's it for today. I need you guys comment section to tell me what you feel. Messi 800 non-penalty goals. Portugal struggling. England winning. Golden boot race. Ronaldo repping Nigeria. So we have a lot of things to go for, and I'm also looking forward to how the tournament is going to turn out. Since we have 104 matches, we have 2 starts already. So let's go. You understand? So guys, before we sign out, please click the subscribe button, drop a comment on your opinion. I want to see your opinion. Understand? This is a safe space where we're talking about football, music, culture, and reactions. You understand? So guys, this is Vibes with Jerry, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.